I do want to
Cool.
ask before we get too crazy. I want to ask a serious question.
Yes.
What do both of you want for the area? Both,
Mhm.
you could say just for music or for the arts in general. But like, I feel like the area
Wanna go
is
first?
like
You
a
want me
It's
to
your
go first?
time to
thousand
shine.
times.
Yeah.
I feel like the area is a thousand times better than it was, let's say, before you started doing what you were doing. And I'm not going to give you credit for all of it, but I'm just saying, like, when I don't remember in a college, I was annoyed by the fact that it felt like there was nobody playing music who wasn't just a cover band in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
That's all possible. Okay, I'll do the thing that
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
want to do. So the like this has always been happening.
Mm.
Albany, Troy, the capital region has always felt like it's been on the cusp to people who are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and are excited about doing this and are in it just long enough to know something and still feel like they have like a path ahead where they're like, I'm 3 years in, like I'm 24 and I'm still excited. Like you feel like you can make all these serious changes and you're like, we're so close. We're so close to getting to like
Put the
X,
mic
Y,
closer to your
Z
mouth because you're getting
to
really.
X,
You can
Y,
move it.
Z.
You can move it.
Right now.
No,
I've never seen these
like-
before. And so people think that like, and they're not wrong. That's like a lifeblood of this area. Like youthful energy and exuberance is something that's like extremely helpful to a place like the capital region, which is like almost too big for its own good and and it's definitely too small for its own good.
Mm.
And so that's always nice. But the idea that it's like that it is better, but it's because we're more acclimated to like how things are as we see them. I can't say that when I first showed up that things weren't going well. And it doesn't mean like the bars are a little less fucked up than they were in like the mid 2000s when it was just like a horrible place for like 18-year-olds to get wasted. Like I'm not saying there aren't things that are better about it. I should not have drank beer. Why did you give me beer, dude?
Because I wanted you to burp into the
You
microphone.
bastard. You better edit these out. And so there's
I'm gonna
lots
edit in worse ones.
you edit just horrible burps. That would be amazing.
Just like over his
Just-
talking,
just-
like
just-
this
You know,
entire.
what's funny is like
awful.
these podcasts are so long. I know that people are not watching the whole thing, but sometimes I'm doing it. I'm like, I'm gonna put something ridiculous in here.
Just like a cat meow, like
Sometimes I do it.
but so things have gotten better, and I would say that the area that we're in is constantly in a state of doing quite well, and also doesn't feel like it's living up to its potential. I feel like it's been like that for
Forever.
years and years and years, and I think that one of the ways that we could make it better, and I don't think that it's actually going to happen, but I think that one thing that we could potentially change is I think that people should be more critical of the art that is around here. And I think that people should be more open to criticism about their art, because one of the things that makes like someplace so large like New York or even a place like Philly so good is that like you can form your own little circles. And in this area, it seems as like everyone's kind of together. Like, how do you not like, how can I really be critical if I'm going to hurt someone's feelings?
Right.
And then the goal isn't to hurt someone's feelings, but it's like everyone should be uplifting themselves and everyone should be working as hard as they can if they're interested. Again, and this is not to put down people. If you're making art for fun in your room, like, or if you're out playing, like, that's all great. This isn't like there's some higher,
Yeah, it's not like
realm.
stop making.
Yeah, it's not about that.
music.
No, I get it.
It just is like people should be able to be critical, and I think that this whole area is constantly patting itself on the back so hard, and also it will continue to do so. I don't think that this is going to change.
Yeah.
I don't
maybe
think it won't.
Maybe
But
you'll be the guy to change it.
there's no way that'll happen. Maybe, but I just mean like that's like the main problem with this area. I think is that like it's just too fucking small where things can really develop, and it's like all the people that actually make it out of here fucking leave. So it's like I think that this place is doing also fine. It sounds like an anti-capital region.
That's a really good point. It's like the farm system in baseball. It's like if we
Keep
can.
going. I don't know what that is, but I believe you. Keep going.
Well, like the Albany County Yankees or whatever. Remember we used to have the AC Yankees and Bernie Williams played for them and Derek Jeter played for them.
I don't, but I also still believe you.
And so it's just like, well, that's what we're good for. We're
Yeah.
really good. We're really good at churning out some people to leave.
And I also think that I'm not trying to stop younger people from pushing and trying to make this place the best way that it is, because that's super important. But I'm saying that like it's something worth considering, I guess, as I have been just like recently figured this out too. I'm 30, and I like recently was like, oh shit, I can't do any of these things that I thought were okay. That's a stupid idea. Got it. Okay, now I know where I live. Understood. But it's something like worth saying that like we are better off because Katie and I are working, but we're better off because all people are working. Everyone working towards this goal. It's a net positive. And I would say that if you really want to help in any way, shape, or form, forming baseless, meaningless organizations about the creative economy or whatever fucking bullshit you think is helping, like you're not, you're watering down the whole thing. And it's like you're a waste of everyone's fucking time. Like non-creative people who are, and again, not saying novice people who are trying their hardest. I'm saying non-creatives who are trying to weasel their way in to make themselves seem more interesting
or relevant.
You're a or making your forcing your relevance for yourself. That's not helping.
No, I'm with
You're
you.
in the fucking way. Get the fuck out of the way.
I'm with you. It's the difference. It's actually, I pointed this out because I like to go to places where these are, like I'm friends with Dark Honey, friends with the Chromoscope guys, and I'll help out where I can. And I feel part of the group, but I sometimes want to remind them, like, I've got no risk here. You know, like I've invested nothing into this. This is all you guys. You know what I mean? There's a difference between, I'm a spectator here. You know, I'm a spectator and I'm a tourist. You know, and
well, for sure. Well, no, but you're a valuable part of it. My point is,
well, that's because I'm coming at it from a kind, critical point of view.
Yeah.
And I have an actual opinion, and they don't have to listen to me, but I'll say like what I think as from my point of view.
Which is valuable.